the Minnesota Golden Gophers, who are playing for the Little Brown Jug at TCF Bank Stadium in front of no home fans. Unfortunately, of course, I mentioned earlier, College Gameday will be there before the game. It's a 6:30 kickoff, I believe, or 5:30 or 6:30.
6:30, I think.
I think it's 6:30 kickoff time on Saturday night. That's going to be a big game for the Golden Gophers. I will for sure be tuning into that. I mean, last year they made me a college football fan because I always didn't like college football because the pace of the game is much slower in terms of the clock moving because it stops after every first down. You get out of bounds, it stops, so on and so forth. I just like the pace of NFL football better, and that's kind of the reason why. But the Gophers last year made me turn into a college football fan. Even this year, I've been watching it more. I'm picking the Gophers in this one. I don't know about you guys. I know Michigan has a freshman quarterback. You don't know what you're going to get out of him, but they're high on him there. I know the Gophers also have mentioned, or PJ Fleck, I should say, has said that they're going to be missing a ton of players. They haven't said who or for what reason. I'm assuming it's COVID-19 related, but PJ Fleck has said that they're going to be missing a ton of players. I would assume if it was Tanner Morgan, Rashad Bateman, we would know about it somehow, some way. It would leak that one of those two aren't playing. But I'm only worried that if there's going to be a ton of players not playing, especially if Tanner Morgan or Rashad Bateman aren't playing, that the Gophers are not going to play well in this game.
Yeah, Michigan is currently favored to win according to the score.
Yeah, I think they're like 3.5,
yeah,
right?
It's 3.
3 now. They went down a little bit.
Just
it was
a
at
little bit.
-1 for Michigan earlier in the week, but then
Yeah.
PJ Fleck said they're going to be missing players, so it went back up. So
Yeah, no, it's I have Michigan just by numbers.
Brevin, do you watch college football?
A little bit of college football. I'm more of an NFL guy, like you said, the pace of play thing.
Mm-hmm.
But this Saturday, I definitely think Michigan is going to
really.
take
I'm taking the Gophers, man. I just try. After last year, they played close with every team minus Wisconsin when it came down to it. I mean, they beat Penn State last year. This is a game that makes me feel. This reminds me of the feeling going into Penn State last season against the Nittany Lions. I don't trust their quarterback. I didn't trust Clifford for Penn State going into last year, and we saw that Clifford turned the ball over a ton in that game, and that's how I feel like it's going to happen on Saturday. Not that this guy has – we don't know what we're going to get out of the Michigan quarterback. Like I said, a lot of people at Michigan are high on this guy.
I've heard him getting hyped up all week long.
And I don't know. It's good. I believe it's supposed to snow on Saturday. No, Sunday. It was supposed
Sunday
to.
it's
early
snowing.
in the week, it said it was going to snow Saturday, Sunday. Now it's only going to snow Sunday. So if it was going to snow Saturday,
Well, it wasn't supposed to snow this morning. And
that is
yeah.
true. Yeah, that is true. I really hope it snows on Saturday, and because imagine first game of the year, College Gameday's here. Just like last year against Wisconsin, it's a snow game at Minnesota.
In October.
One of the biggest rivalries in college football history, just based on how far back. This goes back to like the start of college football between Michigan and the Golden Gophers. It goes back so far. This is one of the most exciting games of the year for a Gopher fan. Like I said, I've only been watching Gopher football heavily for a year now. I'm honest. I'm a bandwagon Gopher fan.
Yeah.
I'm a bandwagon Gopher fan.
Can you be a bandwagon if they're in your home state, though?
I mean, because I never watched them before. Then they got good, and
That'd be a fair weather fan.
Yeah, no, fair weather.
I will say,
yeah.
I will say, I think I'll keep watching them, and even past if they're not good anymore. If PJ Fleck leaves, I'll probably still watch him for a while. But I think his brand of football is so fun to watch.
He's such a good coach.
And it's so fun to watch that guy. I don't know what it is.
I've always just been turned off by college football just because I don't understand. Because college hockey, it's so much easier to understand how the national tournament works.
Mm-hmm.
And college football, I sit there and go, what do you mean you have all these bowl games, but only like 3 of them matter?
That is true. I mean, the bowl games are fun to watch every year. I watch some of the bowl games every year, but like, I don't know. It's like it's so different than any other sport. For me, it's just so fun to watch for the bowl games, at least, just because you don't know what's going to happen going into those games. Like who's going to make it? It's like I would say it's more of the build up and the anticipation of picking who's going to make it. Like who does this committee really pick? And some of them are just boneheaded. You don't know why they're thinking like. The Gophers last year, they made. I liked where they actually were. I can't remember the bowl. Was it the Outback Bowl?
It was something like that.
That was the Outback Bowl. I know they played
the
Auburn.
Rose
I watched most of that game, and the Auburn came back late a little bit, just like the Penn State game. Penn State kind of came back on the Gophers, so that's what worries me. If the Gophers get a big lead on Saturday against Michigan, Michigan might come fighting back, and that's what would worry me as a Gopher fan. If you're out there watching as a Gopher fan, I know Alex Cotter is going to be for sure watching that game wherever he is. He is going to be screaming at that game. I have not watched a Gopher game with him. I don't know if I want.
No, probably
I feel
not,
like he
no.
gets super hyped up. He'll have to let me know how it.
Do the Gophers have any other top 25 matchups other than Michigan this year?
I don't.
I'll look.
Because if they don't, like this first game could be huge.
Well, they
for the
play
whole season.
Wisconsin every year.
Yeah.
Like they're guaranteed
Yeah,
to play
Wisconsin's
Wisconsin.
a number
Okay.
14 seed
And
right now.
unless they start losing, which I don't think so. Wisconsin plays Illinois this weekend, and that is the team that
Beat
upset them last year. I think Wisconsin's going to blow them out.
Yeah.
The spread is like minus 22 right now, I think, for Wisconsin, if I remember correctly. Man, Wisconsin's going to blow out that Illinois team.
I have minus 20 on
Yeah,
mine.
they just brought. I can see it on the TV up there. They brought up the schedule. I would say the biggest games are Wisconsin, Michigan, and Iowa, and then depending on how Nebraska does, because they're not supposed to be good.
Yeah, Nebraska's.
But it is Nebraska. You never know
Yeah.
with that team. That team was good, and then they fired their coach, got Scott Frost in. Nick Spelliopoulos, I don't know what he's thought of that. They play Ohio State this year again. They'll
God. Lose by 76.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be. Oh, they play them this Saturday. I thought it was next Saturday. It's this Saturday. Nebraska plays Ohio State. The spread is at minus 26 right now. That is tough. Nebraska at the Horseshoe too. Yeah, they're gonna get.
It's
killed.
over already.
Yeah,
They're done. They're done.
They are gonna get killed.